Kelvin is a dancer and he is very good. But Kelvin has one problem. He loves money too much. One Friday night, Kelvin was waiting for a bus at Oshodi. He was tired and broke. Suddenly, a big black Jeep stopped in front of him. The glass rolled down. A man with a very small head and a very big suit looked at him. "You are Kelvin the dancer, right?" the man asked. His voice sounded like he was chewing stones. Kelvin was shocked. "Yes, sir. How did you know?" "I have a job for you. 2 million naira. You will dance for just 10 minutes. Kelvin didn't even think. 2 million? He jumped into the car. He didn't ask where they were going. He didn't ask who was paying. They drove for 4 hours. They left the city and entered a thick forest. Finally, they reached a house that was falling apart. It looked like nobody had lived there for 100 years. The man led Kelvin to a room in the back. The room was empty, except for a big hole in the middle of the floor. "Your stage is down there," the man said. He pointed into the deep, dark hole. "Go down the ladder. Don't take your phone. Don't take your shoes. Just go." Kelvin was scared now. "Oga, why is it inside a hole?" The man didn't smile. He just pulled out a gun and pointed it at Kelvin's chest. "Go down. Now." Kelvin climbed down the ladder. It was very deep. When he reached the bottom, the air smelled like rotten eggs and old blood. It was pitch black. Suddenly, a light came on. But the light was coming from the floor, not the ceiling. The floor was made of glass. And under the glass, Kelvin saw hundreds of people. They were all thin, pale, and they were staring up at him. They were not moving. They looked like they were held in ice. Then the sound started. Boom, boom, boom. It wasn't a drum. It was coming from the walls. The walls were beating like a human heart. The whole room was vibrating. "Start dancing," the man shouted from the top of the hole. "If you stop, the floor will open. And the people under the glass are very hungry." Kelvin started to move. He was crying, but he was dancing. But then he looked down at the glass again. One of the dead people under his feet had moved. The person tapped on the glass from underneath. Tap, tap. Then the person pointed at Kelvin's leg. Kelvin looked down. He saw a long black thread tied around his ankle. The thread went deep into the darkness of the hole. Something was pulling the thread. Something was dragging Kelvin toward the corner of the room where the light didn't reach.